I came across this video today, which I'm going to show at about 1 minute, which is from the World Economic Forum, and it was just absolutely disgusting. And it's just another prime example of these out-of-touch morons trying to disturb our reality and the natural essence of being human. And they're trying to jam their technology down everyone's throat and trying to make the world and humanity into something that it was never intended to become. We weren't meant to be this technological, freakish thing. We were meant to have nature and go along with nature and exist in harmony with nature, like this artwork DNI shows, where the greatest technology within ourselves, within our mind, within the universe innately is out there ready to be grasped, and we know very little of it. But these people keep steering us in avenues that are disgusting and despicable and a disgrace to humanity and nature. And so I wanted to just briefly comment on this while showing you this vile advertisement, which starts off with 4 different steps. One says, our devices will know when we need them. So all things that they're trying to push on humanity to increase laziness and just get rid of this weird mentality. Wait till you hear some of this stuff. I'm going to go back and forth between them and
me. We can't realistically have 15 smart speakers everywhere we go. And so one of our big research findings is that we're going to be moving to what we call ambient experiences, which is shorthand for a sort of digital Downton Abbey, where we don't ask Echo, what's the weather, or Google, what's the weather? We just say, what's the weather? And the right agent jumps up at the right time.
So forget about the ancient method of going outside, opening your eyes, and looking at the weather outside. You need to have the right system and the right person tell you exactly what the weather is outside, right where you are, and get it wrong in the future.
To give the right answer.
Now, even someone like me, a musician and artist who absolutely loves the creative process, sees the flaw in this, in getting rid of humans' ability to do anything on a scale just so we can have the ability to create and be free and join their cultural nonsense, anti-Renaissance debacle. No thanks. If we were all going to push a renaissance in a beautiful way where people and creativity controlled, yeah, but that's not what they want. These immensely lame promises of utopia always fall short and fool only the stupidest and most gullible of the population, which seems to be increasing, sadly.
We're getting past the last 10,000 years where we've used humans as robots, by and large, engaging only a tiny fraction of human abilities and forcing people into repetitive, tedious, dead-end work for the most part. So the age of human robots is over, and we have to figure out a new age. That means dramatic changes to the structure of our economy and our society.
I find it amazing that these immensely rich billionaires and their crony puppets can't even afford anything better than like a little Zoom quality video, yet their technology that they're trying to push would supposedly take over the world, and they're supposed to be the people in charge of this. I've seen better advertisements and better quality things out of people that live next door. These guys have nothing. They are weasels who are losers for their entire life, and they want to push their nonsense on society so they can make so much money and enslave people in a terrible way. These are the people that think they know better than us and think that they have a right to control our lives and poison us in every possible way.
Society.
And yikes, you can guess where this one is headed, and wait till you see what they unveil. Surprise, surprise, they've already done it.
And we're talking about improving biology and redesigning organisms for beneficial purposes. It's going to allow us to not just edit genomes, but also, and importantly, write a new...
Does it sound a little bit like this lady's trying to play God? These people all have some kind of weird God complex where they're trying to write life. They feel like they are capable of creating new forms of life and altering ours to suit their needs because they think it's better for us somehow. And they think we're too dumb to not agree.
Code for life will have right level permissions. We already started to see some of that this year. COVID-19 vaccines, they make use of engineered code in the form of messenger RNA.
Look at that biting of the lip and that attitude as she talks about how they sneakily got it in there and already were being tested on. They're finding out studies all the time. They're finding out research all the time. This is great. They convinced everybody to experiment with this technology that they want everywhere and they want to own in the future to re-establish life.
RNA. What's on the horizon are diminished reality glasses that look very much like what I'm wearing, that would allow you to remove things from your point of view, from your view, whether that's garbage or other people.
And if the lockdown for no reason didn't already destroy your social ability and your just desire to go converse with people, which is one of their main goals, then this sure will. You can walk down the streets of San Francisco, not see any poop, not see any needles, not see any homeless. This is just a great excuse to not heal any cities and not heal anything. So people can just put on glasses and be in paradise in Disney style, like land with butterflies and flowers, but they're actually stepping on needles and trash and piles of crap on the ground. There's also another method for transforming our experience of city life, and that's called voting out every single Democrat in this country. And when voting comes back and becomes truthful again, you're going to see this happen, because putting on glasses ain't going to do the trick when people are shooting bullets at you. Even if they look like little tiny bees or flies, they're still going to kill. So, World Economic Forum, how do I imagine the world will have changed in 20 years from now? I hope you all are in prison, locked up, and your stories are told and announced all over the world so that no one ever makes the mistake in letting people like you scumbags, rise to power again. May years worth of karma play out against all these enemies of humanity very soon, so that the future is perfect, pure, and in harmony and balance with nature in a beautiful way. And people like this can never, ever exist. Our society will not allow it in the future. That's where I hope we are in 20 years. Bless you all.